For over 15 years now, LEGO has held an annually May the 4th event with special promos and GWPs, and over the last couple of years we've got a couple of cool ones and some not so cool ones. This is my ranking video for all LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promos. However, I will just rank the top tier promo for each year, so not literally every single thing like the coins or just the small, mostly $40 threshold bills that you get. Yeah, they are still May the 4th promos, but I feel like the big thing always is the coolest thing and the most important thing. So yeah, I will just rank the big May the 4th promos. Of course, as always, this is neither sponsored, authorized, or endorsed by LEGO, and it's just my personal opinion. So if your ranking differs from mine, feel free to leave me your ranking or your changes of my ranking in the comments down below. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how you would rank these promos, and now let's get started. Kicking off the ranking on spot number 17, we have the minifigure sticker sheet. This was the second ever May the 4th promo by LEGO in 2010. It was back then only obtained by VIP members and not by everybody who bought something, which is kind of different now. And this was I don't really know what it is. Like on the front you got this white Boba Fett as a cover, which also has a poly bag, but this wasn't the promo back then. And when you open this up, you got the inside, which is two sides of, I believe, stickers, as it's a sticker sheet with a bunch of LEGO Star Wars minifigures from that time. You got some bounty hunters like Bosk and Boba. Then there's also the prototype white Boba, which also has a pretty rare poly bag. There's the Wampa, Luke Skywalker, a bunch of rebels, and yeah, in general, this is more like OT based. There's also a bunch of background art like the Cloud City on the right side or the Battle of Hoth or the AT-80s on the left side. Yeah, I think for the second overall promo for May the 4th, it's okay, but yeah, I'm happy that nowadays these promos aren't sticker sheets or anything, because I don't really know what you're gonna do with this. Now on spot number 16, this is the first ever LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promo, being this 10 years anniversary poster. At that time, LEGO didn't even call the May the 4th event LEGO Star Wars Day. They call it the LEGO May the 4th Be With You Day, which is also a quote on the poster itself. This was a free poster with a limited amount of 15,000 posters, and this was a celebration item for 10 years of LEGO Star Wars, as it says on the poster itself. Yeah, LEGO Star Wars as a theme started in 1999, so this was 10 years. And there are all, I believe, at least all minifigures of LEGO Star Wars at that time, so every minifigure released during this 10-year period. I believe there are at least most of the minifigures made in that time. For example, the second version of the Fox Phase 1 is missing here, and some things that Bricklink, for example, found out later. But yeah, it's most of the figures and it's a cool freebie, but once again, with the promos we get today or later on in this ranking, it's just okay. On spot number 15, there is a probably more well-known GWP, being set number 30611 R2D2. This is a 70-piece brick build version of R2, and yeah, I don't know if anybody really wanted this as a poly bag. I don't really think so. This was the promo in 2017, and I think it's pretty lame for a May the 4th promo. Like this, as I said, at like retail for a couple bucks would be fine, but as a promo for May the 4th, it is just relatively lame. I think the head is used on a couple of mock versions of bigger UCS scale type X-Wings or stuff like that. For that it's kind of cool, I guess, but as a May the 4th promo, I think it's not that great. Pretty similar when it comes to being lame as a May the 4th promo is spot number 14, being set number 40228, the buildable BB-8 droid. This droid has only 48 pieces instead of the 70 that R2-D2 has, but yeah, it's not that much cooler. Once again, I don't really think anybody asked for this to be a poly bag at May the 4th promo event. And yeah, it was at the hype of the sequels, as this was the promo article in 2018. And it has a couple of cool printed pieces, like these round things on the outside of BB-8 and also the head. But yeah, I just think a cool minifigure from the sequels would have just been way cooler than this BB-8. Yeah, once again, nothing special. Spot number 13 is the first LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promo with a minifigure on this list, being set number 30602, First Order Stormtrooper. As you can already see on the polybag design, this is the LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promo from 2016, so it came out 1 year after the return of Star Wars in cinemas with The Force Awakens. So I definitely understand why they took the hype of The Force Awakens and wanted to do a promo based on the sequels. but why a regular First Order Stormtrooper, not a major character or a cool variant? In the years prior, you got Admiral Yularen and Revan as polybags for May the 4th, and now just a regular trooper. Like, just do a Captain Phasma in a chrome version or in a specialized version or anything different, just a regular trooper. There were just so many cooler possibilities, I believe, than just a slightly different variant of a regular First Order Stormtrooper. Yeah, it was a pretty lackluster promo, and yeah. On spot number 12, there is one of these LEGO Star Wars diorama things. This was introduced in 2019 with the Battle of Hoth, which will also be on this list in a short minute. This is set number 40407, Death Star 2 Battle, and was the second one of these diorama May the 4th promo things. It had 235 pieces and this printed plaque in front which says LEGO Star Wars 2020. And in my opinion, this is the worst of those diorama May the 4th builds. I don't know why, but I just don't really like it, even though I really like the Death Star Trench Run diorama, which is one of the diorama series sets. I think it was a cool idea, but ultimately a little bit lame for consideration that you had some really cool minifigures like Darth Revan and other stuff in previous years. So yeah, I think it's not the worst thing that they did, but just not that great. Spot number 11 is the successor of this May the 4th promo, being set number 40451 Tatooine Homestead. This set was the May the 4th promo in 2021, so 1 year after the Death Star 2 promo. And this is a little bit better in my opinion. I think it's just a little cooler. We got the last family homestead with the house from Luke and just in general the Owen family. And we have the land speeder there in the back. And we also have the sandcrawler on the side with a cool, I believe, printed piece. Not 100% sure though. And a bunch of studs that should represent, of course, some characters like C-3PO, Uncle Owen, and Luke Skywalker, and some Javas, and also R2-D2. There's once again this printed plaque in front with Star Wars in 2021. It's once again not the greatest thing, but I just like a little more than the Death Star 2 promo. I still prefer promos with minifigures, but this is a nice freebie, and yeah, it's okay. Spot number 10 is the GWP from 2023, being set number 40591 Death Star 2. This time this is not a part of the Death Star or a small diorama, it's a small version of the whole Death Star 2. It has 289 pieces and comes with this Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary brick, and is overall a fun and neat little display set. I've seen some people out there display their Endor speeder bike chase diorama with this set in the background, which I think is a really cool idea. It's not the best build that you could get, but I don't know, I just prefer it over the other two that I've just showed you. I think it has something going. But otherwise there's not much to be discussed about the set. Let's move on to spot number 9. Spot number 9 is the last May the 4th GWP without any minifigures. This is set number 40333 Battle of Hoth 20th Anniversary Edition. And as the name already says, this was in 2019 and was for the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. And this was the first kind of May the 4th promo with this built diorama style. And I think this was the coolest one they did. This is the Battle of Hoth, and you got this big AT-AT with some prints on the front as the cockpit with this, with the red window thing that the AT-AT got, and 2 snow speeders as well as the shield generator. There's a printed 20 years LEGO Star Wars plaque, which is fine, but overall I just think the diorama is a neat little display idea. And so I think that this Battle of Hoth diorama, which was the first of this May the 4th promo diorama things that they did, is the best one. I don't know really why, maybe it's because I really like episode 5 in the Battle of Hoth, but I just think it's a cool set. On spot number 8 I've put set number 5001621 Han Solo Hoth polybag from 2013. This was the first time that LEGO made Han Solo's Hoth outfit in a brown version, not only in the blue version. I think it was somewhat of a cool figure. It's not the most special minifigure, it's just Han Solo in a Hoth version, which we've gotten later on in some different versions. But I still prefer this figure over the Stormtrooper from the sequels and just in general because it's a minifigure. Maybe it's some double standards here that I put a pretty normal minifigure from the original movies higher than just a pretty normal minifigures from the sequels. But yeah, it's my ranking, I just prefer the OT, so maybe that's why. Otherwise the figure got some cool printing and this nice piece to put over his head, otherwise not the most special thing. Before we continue with spot number 7, I would highly appreciate like and subscribe if you're new and you enjoy this content. It's quite a lot of work to put these videos together, which I really enjoy, so I would highly appreciate your support. And now let's continue to spot number 7. I feel like spot number 7 was a pretty monumental, or just in general very important, May the 4th GWP for the community. This was set number 40531, Last Family Homestead Kitchen, and was the first May the 4th promo after about 6 years with a LEGO Star Wars minifigure included. The last minifigure that was included was the First Order Stormtrooper in 2016, and the next minifigure that was really a minifigure, not just some buildable droid stuff, was Aunt Beru here in 2022. But this was also special because the character of Aunt Beru never got a minifigure prior to this set, so this was her minifigure debut, which I think was a really neat idea. I think they could have printed her skirt piece, but otherwise I'm really happy with this minifigure. And the build is also really cool. You have a small section of the kitchen that you see in the movie with some really cool building techniques in the back, and also some Easter eggs like the little land speeder that is there on the left, or the blue milk that you got there, which is kind of nice. So overall I really think this was a great set, and just overall it was really cool that LEGO returned to putting minifigures in LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promotions. Yeah, it was a really cool promo at that time. Spot number 6 is a really cool promo in my opinion. This is the Admiral Yularen polybag, and I think it's just an awesome promo. I first of all really like the Rebels box art that they had back then, with this grey and orange and the Stormtrooper helmet on the top right corner. This is just an awesome box design, and also on this promo here with some kind of hanger there in the back. I don't know if this is Death Star or a Imperial Star Destroyer, but it looks really awesome. Then there's of course the awesome Admiral Yularen minifigure. This is the older version of him when he's already in the Empire. It's just so cool. This white outfit from him as an Admiral is really cool. There's no leg printing, which is not really needed. I think dual molded legs would be really awesome. But yeah, this promo was from 2015, so I wouldn't expect too much. But then there's the likeness of the actual character with the head print and also the hairpiece, which is really awesome. I really think it's a very cool minifigure, and I'm really happy this was a promo back then. Really cool. Now finally heading into the top 5, we got set number 40686, Trade Federation Troop Carrier. This was the May the 4th promo for 2024, and it has the 25th episode 1 anniversary logo on the top right. This is a troop carrier set based on episode 1. You get 2 pilot battle droids and 6 normal B1 battle droids. So figure wise it's not the most special thing, but I really like the build. I think it's a almost flawless build that they put in here. It looks amazing on the box design also, with the Naboo background there and the 25th anniversary design with this silver chrome look, and the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars on the bottom left looks really awesome. And the build itself is just really cool. It works as a display piece, it works as a thing that you can put in mocks, I think. It works as a set to play with and to army build. However, you cannot really army build the set because it was a GWP, and I don't really get why this was not a normal release set for the 25th anniversary of episode 1. I think a lot of people would have bought this to just army build the battle droids and just to get more of these CIS vehicles. So I think for May the 4th promo they could have chosen something more niche, so it's actually something that works as a promo. But nonetheless, I think this is a really great promo. The design of the build is awesome, the minifigures are cool, even though there's nothing too special about it. But I don't know what it is, maybe it's the box art and the combination of everything, but I really like this promo. Spot number 4 is the most recent promo at the point of making this video. It's 2025 set number 40765 Camino Training Facility. This set includes 3 minifigures in 190 pieces and has the awesome clone cadets as minifigures. These minifigures have never been made before, and they're really awesome and high quality. I've made a whole review about it if you want to see more in-depth look about this set. But yeah, these clone cadets are awesome. They have dual molded legs, all of them. They're pretty much all the same minifigures except for the blasters. But otherwise, dual molded legs, awesome printing on the torso, front and back. They got arm printing on both sides, which is really great for this promo. Just the standard clone head and the Jango Fett hairpiece for episode 2, so I think that fits. Build-wise it's okay. You have this turret and this weapons rack which doubles as a little bit of cover for the clones when they're training. And you have this KE-8 Enforcer ship, I believe it's called. It's a Kaminoan ship, which design-wise looks really cool and is well built. It's not the most known ship, so it's not the most popular design, but I really like it. It fits the Kamino style and it's just a cool model to get with this set. I prefer this over the droid carrier just because it's not that important to army build. Yeah, clone cadets would be cool, but they're not that important. and the ship and the whole selection is more niche than the droid carrier. So in my opinion, it is better for GWP that most people will only get one, if at all. So yeah, it's a great GWP, really like it. Now on spot number 3 and finally making our way into the podium, we have the Shadow of Trooper polybag. This was the promo from 2011 and the first exclusive May the 4th LEGO Star Wars minifigure. This Shadow of Trooper is pretty rare and pretty sought after. He never appeared in any other Star Wars media, I believe, and he looks really cool. Of course, for 2011 he doesn't have lag printing, but otherwise the ARF helmet mold was always really great. And in this black design, it looks just really cool with these blue details. The torso is just a normal clone torso, this time in black and with grey prints. It's not the most special minifigure, but the mix of rarity that this minifigure has and just the pure look of it is really cool. It's a great promo, it's really nice. Now spot number 2, and just missing the number 1 spot of this ranking is Darth Revan. This polybag is from 2014 and is probably what most of you would have put on spot number 1. But I first of all wanted to make a little different of a ranking, not just the average thing. On the other hand, I don't think that this polybag is as good as it's made to be. Don't get me wrong, it's a really great minifigure. The printing looks spectacular on the torso, on the hips and on the legs. He has a lightsaber, he has a cape and also the mask print on the head. And the polybag also has a really cool design. The Darth Vader from 2014 is one of the most nostalgic and cool box arts in my opinion. It's really great. In the background of Darth Revan we have a hallway of a cruiser or some type of ship. I think it is from episode 3 or something of The Invisible Hand, at least that's what it looks like to me. But correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, because canonically it wouldn't make that much sense. But yeah, it's a great polybag. The Revan minifigure is once again really rare and really sought after. It's a very cool minifigure, but ultimately I put this on spot number 2 because this figure could have been in just a normal playset, just like Darth Malgus. It's not that different to me from such a figure, which doesn't make it as special as number 1. Otherwise, still a great minifigure polybag, really great thing, really love it. And now, spot number 1. And with that, in my opinion, the best LEGO Star Wars May the 4th GWP or promo of all time, at least at the point of making this video, is TC14. I think this is a really amazing promo. This is the promo from 2012 with the mall on the box art on the top right, which first of all is a really cool box art. And you now maybe think that this is not cooler than Darth Revan, but in my opinion it is. It's one of the last times LEGO used chrome on not only a minifigure but in general in LEGO Star Wars sets, and this is just what makes this figure so amazing to me. I just said that Darth Revan could have been in any normal LEGO Star Wars set, just like Darth Malgus. This TC14, not really. This really screams like a special thing, like a special promo article. Because of this chrome that the minifigure has, it looks really awesome. I like the printing on the torso and also on the helmet, but it really is the chrome that makes this minifigure so special, and I really love this thing. It's an amazing minifigure, it looks really cool. It's definitely one of your grails when you have it, just because of the look of it. Ah man, just imagine if LEGO still made a lot of chrome pieces and chrome stuff. This minifigure looks so cool and so awesome, and because of the chrome, it is number 1 for me. It's not the most special minifigure once again, but the chrome just makes it so much cooler. TC14 is my number 1 and so favorite LEGO Star Wars May the 4th GWP. But now, that's for this ranking. I hope you enjoyed it and it was quite, understandable why I put certain things on a certain spot. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments below, and definitely let me know your ranking down in the comments below. I'm very interested to see how you would rank the things differently, or if you agree with me. What is your favorite LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promo, and what is the favorite LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promo you own? If you're new, please consider to like and subscribe to support the channel, and if you don't want to miss anything of this content, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until then, have a great day.